We're back now with 3 of the 16-plus women who have accused President Trump of sexual misconduct. Jessica Leeds, Rachel Crooks, and Samantha Holvey. This is the first time the 3 of you have been together, correct? Mm-hmm. First time they've ever met and sat together for an interview. I want to talk to you, Rachel. You were just 22 years old when you had your encounter with President Trump. Tell us what you say happened.
Well, I worked in Trump Tower at a company that actually did business with Trump, and I saw him frequently because I sat right out front behind glass doors, and he used the elevator bank to get to his residence right outside our office. So I would see him almost daily, you know, waiting for his elevator. And on one day, I decided to introduce myself because I did see him regularly. And he shook my hand, you know, and he kind of gave me the normal double cheek kiss. But then he held onto my hand and he kept kissing me. You know, he kept asking me maybe a question, where are you from? And kissing me again.
Where is this? Where's this happening?
It's right outside the elevators, right outside my office.
So he kept kissing you?
Yeah, he went, I don't know how many times back and forth, multiple. And then he kissed me on the lips. And I was shocked, yeah. I mean, devastated. It happened so fast, I guess, and I didn't really, I wish I would have been courageous enough to be like, you know, what's going on, and you need to stop this, but I think ultimately he got on his elevator, and I ran back into the office, and I remember hiding in our boss's office, because no one else was there. It was early in the morning, and I called my sister, and I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I felt horrible.
He's denied the incident, of course. But just this past Friday, Juliette Huddy, a former colleague of mine at Fox News, who has come out as a Bill O'Reilly accuser and who has been reported received a settlement from Bill O'Reilly for harassment, went on radio and said this. Listen.
He said goodbye to me in an elevator while his security guy was there. At the Trump elevator, and he went to say goodbye, and he, rather than kiss me on the cheek, he leaned in on the lips. I wasn't offended. I was kind of like, oh my God. At the time, I was a little shocked, and I thought maybe he didn't mean to do it. Maybe I leaned in wrong. So I kind of was making excuses.
Juliette went on to say she didn't feel threatened. She thought it was a guy taking a shot, you know, at her, who failed, you know, who misread the situation. How did you take it?
I mean, I felt the same way, I guess, but I was uncomfortable because he was someone I saw regularly, and you know, I knew he was a partner of the organization I worked for. So I knew that organization. I knew him to be the most important partner that they had. So, like, for me to say anything to them about it, I knew that wouldn't do anything for me. If anything, I probably would have lost my job.
Is it true he asked for your phone number?
Yeah. So that was. I don't know if that happened maybe a couple days later, but he actually came into the office, and I was sitting at my desk, and he just stood over it and asked me for my phone number. And I remember saying, "What do you need that for?" but I gave it to him. He said, you know, he kind of stammered. You know, I think I caught him off guard. But he said, I'm going to give it to my modeling agency. We'll have them call you. It's like, oh. You know, but of course never heard from anyone.
What goes through your mind at that moment that you're handing over your phone number to him?
I don't know. I just, you know, I was so uncomfortable and a little, threatened. Like I didn't have a choice in agreeing to do that. But we were kind of talking about it last night too. You feel like you have to say yes to guys. Like you don't want to be the nasty girl, the mean girl who doesn't comply and who puts up a fight, I guess. So yeah, I wish I had been stronger then. I mean, I feel differently now. I'd like to think things would be a lot different now.
That's how it's been, right?
Yeah.
That we women have gone along and not made waves and felt like we had no choice but to sort of grin and bear it and get through it. He's denied it. You'd provided to us contemporaneous emails between you and your sister from that incident in January of '06. That would have been a year into his marriage to Melania, around the same time frame as another accuser, Natasha Stoynoff of People magazine, said that he did the same to her while she was interviewing them. He's denied that as well. I want to tell our viewers this is just breaking. The White House has just provided us with a statement. Stand by. We reached out to the White House last night. They said they had nothing further to say on this subject, but they just sent us this statement. I'm reading it for the first time now. These false claims, totally disputed in most cases by eyewitness accounts, were addressed at length during last year's campaign, and the American people voiced their judgment by delivering a decisive victory. The timing and absurdity of these false claims speaks volumes, and the publicity tour that has begun only further confirms the political motives behind them. Your thoughts on that?
It's laughable. I remember, I just recently read a comment about, oh, you know, if this happened in Trump Tower, they have to have security footage, and, you know, where is that? And I'm like, yes, where is that? Let's get that out, because I would love for that to be made public. So he owns the building. I doubt that's going to happen, but I'd be more than happy for him to let that surface.
This is a unique situation, because not only is Juliette Huddy on tape saying he kissed her, you're on the record saying he kissed her, he kissed you. Trump is on record as saying he did this. And you are all familiar by this point with the Access Hollywood tape. We're going to remind you of what he said in that, and we're going to speak with Jessica and expand our discussion right after this break.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.